Rohan Bopanna win his Grand Slam after his 61st attempt. To the Australia Opens, we saw Jannik Sinner win his first major, and also we saw Rohan Bopanna win his Grand Slam after his 61st attempt. Laksisi, what do you have to say about it?
Yes, it was an interesting Australian Open this year. Jannik Sinner, the Italian tennis player, he managed to win the men's singles title, and in the final he met Daniil Medvedev. Medvedev, he was in the finals last year as well as I remember, and he lost to Novak Djokovic last year. So it's a heartbreak for him 2 years in a row. Just really unfortunate for him. But Jannik Sinner, he was actually trailing in that final. Medvedev, he managed to win the first two sets. It was 6-3, 6-3 in both the first two sets, but it was after that Jannik Sinner, he managed to win the third set 6-4, the fourth one 6-4, and then the final crucial one 6-3 to register his title, to win his Australian Open men's singles title. And in the semi-finals, Jannik Sinner, he managed to beat the world number one Novak Djokovic. It was actually not a very close game as well. Sinner, he managed to win it 3-1. He won the first two sets, and Djokovic made a comeback in the third set, but he lost the fourth one. And the other semi-final, Daniil Medvedev, he managed to beat Alexander Zverev from Germany, and that match was actually very close. Just like the final, Medvedev, it was actually the other way around for Medvedev. He was trailing 2-0, and then he made a comeback to win it 3-2. So it was definitely a great men's singles tourney it was for the Australian Open title, and a lot of people talked about how impressive the stamina of Jannik Sinner is, because even after 3 hours, even after playing for 3 hours in that final, his stamina was at a really high level, and the power of his stroke making was indeed brilliant. And going into the women's side of things, it was Aryna Sabalenka who managed to win the women's title, and in that final she managed to beat Qinwen Zhang in that final. It was 6-3 and 6-2. She won it quite easily, to be honest, 2-0. So it was a great performance from Sabalenka, as she continues to become a dominant force in the women's singles circuit in tennis. And talking about Rohan Bopanna from our neighboring country, India, he will turn 44 this year, and he's actually the oldest person to become the #1 ranked player in any discipline, as I believe. He's 43, and he became the #1 men's doubles tennis player for the first time at the age of 43. So his story is quite interesting as well. I mean, I think it was his wife who released a statement that he was actually about to quit tennis like 2-3 years ago, but he continued on playing, and it's definitely a great moment for Bopanna to become the #1 men's doubles tennis player along with his partner, and it's indeed a great story for Rohan Bopanna. So that's how the Australian Open ended, and it will definitely be interesting to see how the landscape of tennis changes, because we don't have Roger Federer anymore. He retired last year, so Novak Djokovic is also coming to the end of his career, and Rafael Nadal is not the same Rafael Nadal he used to be. So I think the likes of Jannik Sinner, we will definitely see a lot of him in these tournament finals, in the upcoming tournaments that we will see, especially in the major tournaments.